In the heart of Alisonville, where they know all about the things that go bump in the night, lived a young boy named Juan. He seemed to be facing a terror that only he could perceive. The presence beneath his bed, a force that had plagued his nights for 2 weeks, had grown increasingly sinister. Each night, it stirred, accompanied by a sinister whisper that slithered through the air, spilling dread with every syllable. "I'm coming for you next, Juan." Yet, his parents, Carla and Roberta Cobarde, were entrapped in the throes of their burgeoning landscaping business, Green Valley Landscaping. The weight of their new venture overshadowed Juan's fears, and the 9-year-old's pleas for an investigation fell on deaf ears. On the 20th night, as the moon hung heavy above, the rumbling beneath Juan's bed intensified. His core rattled like never before. Huddled beneath his blanket, he clung to a luchador action figure adorned with Catholic imagery, a talisman gifted by his tia Carmen in a desperate bid to repel the malevolence. Juan prayed, he sang, and he said all the words that he could remember hearing on Sunday mornings. If there was a God, surely he'd hear the calls coming, even if they were from Alisonville. As if a blessing had been granted, the rumbling ceased, and an eerie stillness descended. But just as suddenly, a chilling tug at Juan's ankle shattered the silence. With a heart-stopping jolt, he found himself wrenched from his world, spiraling into a dimension that defied reality itself, a realm almost demonic in its grotesqueness. Carla and Roberto awoke the following morning to an empty room. A sickening dread tightened its grip as they realized Juan was missing. It was Carla's intuition that led her to investigate beneath the bed. A portal, pulsating with otherworldly energy, hung open like a wound in reality. Driven by desperation, and maybe a bit of stupidity, they armed themselves and stepped into the abyss. Once in this disorienting realm, a sinister voice resonated from all directions, introducing itself as Saint Lucardo, a title dripping with ironic mockery of their faith. The very air seemed to tremble with the weight of his presence. Fear rendered their weapons useless, leaving Carla and Roberto to plead for their son's return. The silence to their demands stretched on agonizingly, but then the sound of Juan's cries shattered the spectral hush. Racing toward the sound, they found him in a deep, dank corner, a tremor of relief coursing through them as they embraced their lost child. Their reunion was a bittersweet triumph as Juan recounted the chilling details of his captivity, a dimension governed by Saint Lucardo, whose dominion over the macabre landscape was both unnerving and absolute. A being who was able to alter the world around him at a whim, as if this dimension was a part of him. Seizing a moment of apparent benevolence, the family made a break for the portal's exit, a place that promised escape from the malevolent grasp of this accursed dimension. With heartbeats pounding, they tumbled through the portal, re-emerging in their home. But now it was tainted by the monsters under the bed. And, as if itself a threat, the portal lingered, its heat and pulsations, hungry for more. That night, Carla, Robert, and Juan fled Alisonville, their once beloved town, now forever stained. As they drove away, the chilling echoes of Saint Lucardo's mocking laughter seemed to fade into the distance, only to be replaced by the hurried footsteps of a family seeking refuge from the darkness that had scarred their lives.